Hey y'all, Tiffany Avayé takes. Welcome. It's time that I get my take on this viral no date list. Okay, better late than never because y'all honestly are doing too much, and it took me a while to kind of get my thoughts together about this because I feel like the girls that made this list really doing too much, and I almost had to, take a moment to reflect and analyze myself. Like, am I being basic? Because this list is given. If you can't go to Bella Noche's, then where can you go? Okay. First on the list is Cheesecake Factory. Now the girl has put this together, but honestly, I'm gonna blame Drake for this because Drake be dissing the stuff that normal people do, and now the normal people want to diss the stuff that normal people do, and it's too much. First of all, Cheesecake Factory. You can never go wrong with a slice of red velvet cheesecake. It's an aphrodisiac, honestly. Like what? Applebee's caramel blonde can't go wrong with it. Okay, I'm not too big on they meals like that. They got some fire wonton tacos. It's a vibe. Like a good conversation with some wonton tacos. Let me tell you, Chili's. Let me tell you, steak fajita at Chili's. You know, it don't take much else. Olive Garden, not big on Olive Garden like that, but if you want to get them be on some healthy vibes, they got the unlimited salad. It could be a vibe. The movies, okay, so people now in this era are saying that the movies are not a good first date. I get it because they're saying like you can't talk, you can't get to know one of another. But if it doesn't bother you, someone talking to you like while you're watching a movie, you can actually learn a lot about a person with watching the movie. Like you ain't got to be in deep convo, but you can. I think movies can help you figure out a person. And I'm not gonna put the movies on this list because don't forget where you came from. The movies is the OG of the first date. Okay, so that's grandfathered in. Like, put some respect on the movie's name. So I'm taking it off just because of that. The Your House is probably valid. Okay, and that can vary depending on your familiarity with the person, right? So if it's someone you know something about and you feel confident in who they are, first date at the crib might be a thing. It might. I personally have never done that, but I'm just saying I wouldn't necessarily count it out depending on the relationship of the person with that person. Any fast food chain. Okay, now that one legit. That's insulting to the datee, whoever the person is asking the person out on the date. Now, exception. Say for instance, you work together. I'm not big on dating coworkers, but say for instance you work together and you be like, hey, now this is not like an official date, but low key it's like a date, get to know each other. Like you hang out, you go to the little local Chick-fil-A. It's cute if you're young. If you're young, if you're under 21, if you're under 18, like they didn't put an age bracket on this. If you fast food chain under 18, let it slide because people is on a budget, you know. Um, Buffalo Wild Wings. I love Buffalo Wild Wings. And what now? Hit the Azalea Banks. I love Buffalo Wild Wings. Wingstop, I'm not the biggest fan of. Like, it's hyped up a lot. I'm not into it. I tried their lemon pepper wings. I can make those at home taste much better. Not to, you know, talk down on Wingstop, but I think Wingstop is just overhyped in general, aside from dating. Red Lobster. I've maybe ate at Red Lobster once, and if it's good enough for Beyonce, it's good enough for a first date. Don't do that. A buffet. Those are enough for me. Just period. I hate buffets. Like during my childhood, I and my family spent so much time at a buffet. I never want to see a buffet again. Has nothing to do with dating, just personal trauma response. Um, Not that we had bad experiences at the buffet, but it's just so much. IHOP breakfast date. I love IHOP. Like, you gotta relax. I don't like Denny's. The gym. Now, the gym, I had to double check and see if there was a restaurant named the gym that I didn't know about, because I know on a date, you're not asking somebody to go to the gym and work out with you. Now, working out together, working out together can be a vibe, but that definitely should not be a first date. Not because it's inappropriate. You don't know how someone feels about their image, about how they look, unless you get like one of the fitness girlies or the fitness guys that you know that's their thing. And still, a date, no, no. But it is fun working out with. If you're a girl, it's fun working out with boys. I've done that maybe a couple times, and it's fun. Um, not as a date though. Church. Actually, like, people are gonna say no, but I feel like that's important. I get first date might be kind of awkward, but find out how this person feels out about faith. That's gonna be important if you dating with a purpose. Like, that's important. Get it out of the way from the beginning so you know what you're signing up with. Like, because people don't talk about their views on religion, world, politics, that type of thing. People don't talk about that. And then they end up hooking up with somebody having a baby, then they find out about it. And then they end up breaking up. So I'm not, it ain't gonna be on the top of my list, but it's not off the table. Starbucks. It just doesn't give date vibes. I'm not saying that it should. They're saying absolutely not. Starbucks should not be on an absolutely not, but it just doesn't give date vibes to me. Coffee dates. I had a discussion with a friend and she said she's down to do a coffee date. Um, I feel like a coffee date can't be solo. Like, it can't just be, let's go get coffee. After we get coffee, we go in our separate ways. Like, that has to be included in something else. Whatever the something else is, I don't know. Get creative, figure it out. But I feel like it's not a one and done. Ice cream dates are mad cute. Like, that's cute. That's cute. Family functions. Ugh. Okay. Family functions. Is your family lit? Is your family fun? Is your family judgmental? Um, sorry. Those factors, like, that's a factor type of thing. I can't say that it's absolutely not, because if someone is introducing you to their family on the first date, then that shows that they, you know, are upstanding to a point. Like, they don't have nothing to hide. They want to. I feel like they would value you, um, in some way. I feel, and it could not. They could be running the same game they run with everyone, but I feel like sometimes a family event that could give a person extra points. Movie night. So this is probably the same as your house. So I'm gonna put that in the same category. Somewhere that requires a long drive. I'm not down to do that just because I don't like being in a car a very long time. I do love driving and I love driving, just period. But for a date, I feel like traveling somewhere a long distance, like, do I know where I'm going? Like, sometimes guys try to do the little surprise thing. I'm gonna take you X, Y, and Z, and you don't know what all is involved. It's a long drive. I feel like that's, I don't know. First date, like, it depends on the relationship that you have with the person, the datee. Like, I feel like that comes to place in that. Bowling, fun. One of my favorite first dates was like bowling, and yeah. Why would bowling be an absolute not? Why? Like, there's literally nothing that could go wrong with bowling. Nightclubs. That's actually top on my list. Sorry. I love going to a good club. You can get a little dance, some music going, a good vibe. It's probably not that great for like trying to talk to someone, but you can talk after or you can talk before. Like, hookah bar. I feel like that's cute. I've never actually had hookah, but I wouldn't say no to going to a hookah bar. A bar just for drinks. I feel like people do that all the time. Like, what's happening with this list? I feel like people do that all the time. Waffle House, no. I just don't go to Waffle House, period. So, not because of dating. And sport events, yes. Like, let's go to a game. I'm down. And it don't even matter. Like, football, basketball. Like, just don't have me up in no nosebleeds. Because that's not cute. But other than that, like, this list, to be honest, is literally places people go every single day. So why would the first date exempt any of these places? Like, I don't get it. It's giving, if you can't go to Bella Noche's, then where can you go?